happened to you? Wake up, USA! Go back for you, go for Jesus. Don't forget Jesus, people.
Hey, what's up, guys? Conquest MMA back with Strickland versus Hernandez. Yeah, listen, I missed like the first two pay-per-views, but they were okay. Not too bad. They were all right. I'm glad Patty lost. Anyway, my boy Fluffy is fighting, and I do have a lot of things to say about the main event. Like, this is the only fight I'm interested in. Let's see, maybe Jacoby Smith. I think Jacoby Smith's overrated. I'm gonna be real. I don't see the hype. He's just a freak athlete. But listen, you came in like beat Nico Price right. It took him like the second round. You're supposed to run him over, and he got dropped by Nico. I don't even want to talk about it. Whatever. Texas cards, cool. I like the Texas cards are alright. Kind of sucks they don't have like Kevin Holland or anything. Let's get it. Let's just get into it. Sean Strickland versus Anthony Hernandez. I think Sean Strickland's like a plus 270 underdog. Listen, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I am worried. Listen, I'm confident Fluffy can win, but it's like this reeks of a fucking upset, right? And we're gonna be talking about Strickland's fight history, Anthony Hernandez's fight history. The resume obviously goes to Strickland. Anthony Hernandez has had like the dark horse title run. You know what I mean? When the company, I don't even know, like the Bilal Muhammad title run, the Merab title run, where you have to go on a long streak, like an Evloev title run. You have to go on long streak when you're like a predominant grappler, and you literally have to fucking fight everybody going up. Now, Fluffy's a middleweight, so there's not like a shit, like, it's not the steepest competition, to be honest. It's like Dolidze. I remember people were hyping up Dolidze to beat Fluffy, and that just baffled me. I was like, his guard, that's it? Because he has a good fucking guard game? When did we start being fucking pussies as MMA fans? That's some pussy shit, picking a guy that, like, if it's not Oliveira, you know what I mean? Or like maybe even fucking Paul Craig when he was fighting, to get someone from the guard, then I'll be like, sure. But Roman Dolidze, are you fucking kidding me? Okay, dude, he just those fucking leg locks, dude, those heel hooks, man. Whatever. Sean Strickland, listen, I think this just goes this is going to go to the. I think this is gonna go to distance, or maybe it's gonna end in the fifth. By Fluffy. If you're gonna pick a finish, it has to be by on the side of Anthony Hernandez. Strickland is like, these guys have very, very good forward pressure. The only thing I'm worried about from Sean Strickland is his teep. His teep is money. But like, I think his teep can easily be taken away. People say like Sean Strickland's like a stylistic nightmare as much as you possibly can. It's like when he's going forward, he's a nightmare for everybody, right? It just comes with the fact that you just think at all times Strickland's going to be the one dictating where the pressure, like forward pressure, and I just can't disagree more with that. With a guy like Anthony Hernandez, who's A game. Anthony Hernandez slips shots to get takedowns, to establish clinch positions, and shoot for the legs. He is the best crotch sniffer at middleweight, right? It's like him and Hamza. These guys aren't really interested in striking exchanges. And of course, Fluffy loves the dogfight. But Strickland likes to parry shots so much. He just has a habit, like when you dip down, he will meet you there. He was trying to meet his hand. He doesn't change his head level. He's not like a JDM where he meets even with takedowns, he doesn't really try to meet you down there. You know what I mean? But like at Extreme Couture, I'll give him, like, they do have a decent like cage wrestling drills. I mean, I've never really seen an Extreme Couture guy get fucking hugged against the cage, but it's Anthony Hernandez. Everything leads to the cage. Everything. The cage is cage wrestling. That's like I don't even know if I could call Fluffy's the Cain Velasquez. He's more like a Habib. You know what I mean? He's more like a Habib. He wants to fucking get you against the cage, ride you out. No Diddy, but Sean Strickland. It's his teep is the only thing. The only thing I'm worried about. Cause look, at middleweight, right? Just look at his fight history. Dricus his most recent losses are Dricus, Cannonier, and Pereira. Well, Pereira is self-explanatory. Pereira used the fact that Strickland likes to parry shots to the body, and that just leaves him vulnerable to the left hook up top. Cannonier, depending, and here's another. I'll talk about the Cannonier loss, but his last loss is against a guy who bothers to shoot takedowns. Look, Dricus, he's a MMA striker, which means, in my personal definition, he will strike if he can get away with it, but he does shoot takedowns. He does have that well-rounded, that aspect of the game. Paulo Costa does not shoot takedowns. Paulo Costa is like the Fiziev of middleweight, where he doesn't have a lot of power, and his cardio is like kind of below average. It's not even, he doesn't even have volume. He's just short and jacked. Not short, well, yeah, he's just stout and jacked, right? Izzy, he just performed a masterclass on Izzy. He walked Izzy down on short. And Sean Strickland is the hardest guy to fight when he's coming on short notice, because it's just such a weird style to where you do have to prep for it, and that's extremely impressive. He has a TKO over a Boost. A Boost has like the second worst gas tank in middleweight. It's so bad. It's so fucking bad. It's so bad. It's like him and Michel Pereira. They have the worst gas tanks. He was able to outwork Michel Pereira and get a fucking win. Good for him. Like, that was the worst middleweight fight I've ever seen. And Mavlov. And Mavlov is 20. Mavlov's like 29. This was 3 years ago. He beat a Mavlov when he was 26. Like, this win has aged well, but it's like he beat a Mavlov before at 26. And listen, I'll tell you the circumstances of this fight. He beat a Mavlov coming in on short notice, but it was at light heavyweight, right? A Mavlov's opponent pulled out of the fight. And Mavlov, and then Strickland stepped in on short notice. Look after the Cannonier fight. You see how close these fights are? Like a month apart. After 4 weeks out of his last fight, fills in on short notice, beats a Mavlov. Strickland is the Extreme Couture guys. They train year-round, live-round sparring, which is why you see fighters out of their camp are very comfortable in there, but they're too complacent. They're comfortable to the extent that they get complacent. They don't really chase finishes, It just walks. I don't know. I don't like their gym. They get too impatient. Too patient, complacent. And after Ngannou switched to the Extreme Couture camp, that's when he got his nickname, Patient Ngannou, where he, Patient Ngannou, right? What a coincidence. He switched to the gym where they have, like, complacent fighters that don't really chase finishes, and Ngannou got better, who just has the touch of death, right? And he beat a 26-year-old at 205 when a Mavlov was cutting down to middleweight, and he weighed in under the 205 limit. It's like you're trying to get this guy back up at, like, he weighed in like 190 something, right? There would be an inherent advantage because Strickland had like a training camp not too long ago, right? And he was like, of course it's still impressive, right? But there's like like you saw Audie Osborne versus Steve Erceg. Steve Erceg went toe to toe with the best flyweight ever, in my opinion, Alexander Pantoja. and Ozzy Osbourne was able to fuck up Steve Erceg, and he forced Steve Erceg to smudge grapple. You know what I mean? And that fight was held at bantamweight. Steve Erceg was cutting to flyweight, and Ozzy Osbourne decided to fill in up 10 pounds. And the difference is bigger when Imavov had to go up 20 pounds. Like, Strickland could eat shots he normally wouldn't if he was going to fight out. Imavov hits really hard. Imavov was able to crack Strickland in that fight with heavy shots. I'm saying that Imavov is better now, and he's more evolved as a fighter. And they would fight at middleweight, where they both have to cut to middleweight. Right? I would still see Imavov as a middleweight when he fought Strickland, who off the couch 205. Now Strickland bloats up at in his off season, right? But it was 4 weeks out, so how much could he blow up? You know, the Cannonier fight. Now you could. Here's my other point. Strickland fundamentally has a losing style because he prioritizes defense. The strikes and his shot elections are more efficient than. It's like he throws very economical strikes. They don't take a lot of energy to throw a jab, a one, a two, and a teep. He doesn't really like drive with the teep. He just throws it. When they seem to be seem to try to reestablish the opponent's trying to reestablish their forward pressure, and he just throws it up. He has like the second best teep in MMA. It's like him and O'Malley. And like depending on who you ask, you either convincingly thought like Strickland won like 4 rounds, or like I thought Cannonier won 3, or I thought Cannonier won 4. I'm gonna be real. I watched that fight. I was like, Cannonier won this fight. Why are people complaining about it? I thought Cannonier like barely shot. It's like Strickland shot. Like he does no damage. He did damage to fucking Drickus, because Drickus is a goofy goober. I am worried. But it's like I just fundamentally don't think it's like. But it's not like immediate. Listen, Drickus, like it's kind of misleading because Drickus after the Strickland fight, like his face was swollen up, but that was like hours after. That's what happens after like you get punched in the face. But like it was like not as bad like when the scorecards were being read out. You know what I mean? And the Pereira loss, explanatory. And just look, Jack Hermanson. Jack Hermanson has a good. I just think Jack Hermanson's more of a striker. He's more of a striker. He just has no power. Big Jack Hermanson, he's just. I mean, the Jack the Joker. He's just more of a striker, but he does have a good. He's great on the ground, but he's just. I don't know. He just prefers to strike Uriah Hall, striker. This guy. Who the fuck is this guy? What the fuck? Who is that? Oh, I don't even know. Brendan Allen. 6 years ago. No, 5.5 years ago. He fought Brendan Allen. Brendan Allen's like 30. Right, look. Brendan Allen, 30. 5 years ago. Brendan Allen would be like 24. 24, 25. And he knocked him out. And, like, these are impressive, well-aging wins over Imavov and Brendan Allen. But it's like he beat them when, like, they were, like, 24 to, like, 26. You know what I mean? It's like they age well, but I think it's better to beat... It's obviously way better to beat someone in their prime. Jack Marshman. Well, how many wrestlers? How many guys who will fucking wrestle as he fought? I've seen Cannonier, like, shoot a takedown against, like, MVP because MVP is the most boring... out striker ever. Throws like 15 strikes a round. Oh my god! And people, people glaze his fucking his takedown defense rate. Are you fucking kidding me? 36 takedown defense rate, man. Dude, his takedowns are just gnarly. Dude, you don't understand, man. He's just a stylistic nightmare for Fluffy, man. He has great wrestling. And look, and the fucking wrestlers he's fought. Drickus. A boost, no. Bro, I forgot. A boost held down Strickland for like 1 round. 1 round entirely. He held down Strickland. Are you and you want me to say,
Dude, just a nightmare. Just a stylistic nightmare, dude.
he fought way more wrestlers in oh my goodness. I just think Strickland. I think that most my confidence in this is like Strickland fundamentally has a losing fight style. No, I'm not. Look, listen. I think what's gonna get Fluffy is like knees to the body. Kevin Holland got Fluffy with a knee to the body, but Fluffy has been hurt too. Teeps to the body. He's fought way more dangerous. I mean, power wise. Strikers, no gas tank. Cobble does have a bad gas tank. Roman Dolidze. He had a competitive fight with Brendan Allen, but he had a fucked rib. He had a rib injury, and he was on antibiotics. I believe him, man. He didn't really look like himself, but then again, that fight did look like the first time him and Allen fought. But Strickland did also have an injury. He reported he had a shoulder injury during against Dricus the second time. But it's like, why didn't he teep? Strickland did not throw his teep a single time against. He barely did. I think he maybe like once or twice against Dricus the second time. Maybe he's weak to guys who can establish better forward pressure. Strickland respects blitzes so fucking much. You do a blitz, Strickland will back up. Izzy doesn't do blitzes. Costa used to. Now he didn't. Like he did against Kopylov, I think, but he didn't do that against Strickland. He didn't do any blitz. Oh, because of the teep. But, like, he didn't do the teep against Dricus. Like, I don't really think... You can't teep someone if they're just fucking walking you down. That's the only thing I'm worried about. Like, once Fluffy establishes his forward pressure, it's over. And, oh my God, the clinch elbows. The takedowns. Fluffy has the record for, like, the most takedowns attempted in a middleweight fight. He said it against Michel Pereira, and he has an X factor. He just means he's built different. And everyone's jumping ship to Sean Strickland. I understand the allure of being dude, I'm a hardcore man. I know ball, dude. Sean Strickland, man. He's gonna, whoa. Oh my. Sean Strickland by 49, 40, 46, man. Why would you ever wish that? A boring decision. That's why I fucking hate the MMA community, man. They always try to be the smartest people in the room. You know what I mean? I fucking hate that shit. Whatever, we'll fucking go through. Jeff Neal versus Uros Medic. I got Jeff Neal. Uros Medic is like a fucking... I mean, he could win, but he's chinny. He's chinny himself. I think Jeff Neal is... less chinny than I think Jeff Neal can take some whatever. I got Jeff Neal. Finish. Dan Ige versus I got Costa. Dan Ige, your time has come. You're gonna be unranked. And Steve Garcia's win is gonna age like wine. Sergey Spivak versus Ante Delaya. I got Delaya. Jacoby Smith versus Josiah Harwell. I got Jacoby. 2 undefeated guys. Someone's always got to go. I got Jacoby Smith. Now, this is a tougher fight to pick. Zacharias versus Michel Pereira. I got Zacharias. Michel Pereira's dog shit now. He's lost his momentum, and he's fucking cardio is really dog shit. Jenny Njokwani versus Carlos Leal. I got Leal. Ade Osborne versus Adiris. Fuck it, I'm picking Ozzy Osbourne. I'm fucking picking Ozzy Osbourne. I don't care. Alden Correa. I got Alden. I got Alden. Alden for this fight. Women's fight. Ramis Brahimaj versus Punahil Saranio. Oh fuck, I remember. Oh shit, yeah. Fuck. I got Brahimaj. Phil Rowe versus John Paul LeBron. Yeah, I got John Paul, bro. I've watched his Contender Series fight. Yeah, I got John Paul. Jordan Levitt versus. Oh! This is the guy that was involved in the fight fixing. He was involved in the fight fixing. What the fuck? Jordan Levitt's moving to featherweight? I got the Cuban. Moving down is like one of the worst things you could ever fucking do. The worst thing you could do. Jordan Levin's getting fucking knocked out. Alright, this is it for this video. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.